to see the plane fall from the sky, to see a fireball way up high. It happened in the bright light.
We're both friends. So.
You're friends? Were you guys Obama supporters?
Actually, I'm an independent, so I take a little bit of good from both of the candidates this year, and just kind of, I don't know, outweigh the pros and cons and stuff. But we're actually just out here because we live close by. I heard he was coming, so we thought it'd be really cool just to come and visit.
Did you vote in this election for anybody?
Yes, I did.
Who did you vote for? Can I ask?
I actually voted for McCain.
Ouch, really? Is that right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan? Are you supportive of them?
It's a tough one to say. I just feel like as Americans we don't really know too much, and it's hard to really make a decision. But I don't know. I just hope that from here on out that it will get better.
Excuse me just a second. I was asking these people, have you ever studied 9/11? How a lot of insiders, Bush and Reagan appointees, actually, they're saying that it was a quote inside job. Government demolished those buildings. Buildings cannot fall down in 10 seconds. You could watch the beams fly out horizontally.
A lot of controversy.
Now, what do you think about that as a McCain voter? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have, and you know what? I have to do more research on it. But again, I don't know. I just really feel like us Americans will never really know the truth when it comes down to it. There's just so much. Yeah, there's just so much that's hidden from us, you know. So.
What about you? You seem more open to the idea? You think it was an inside job?
Well, I've watched documentaries that talk about that, and they have a lot of things to support it. But again, all these are just speculations. You don't know what's happening.
Do you think the 9/11 the government version, do you think that's speculation also, or do you think that's believable?
I've seen both sides, and they both seem believable. So it's like, what do? You just pick out what the ideals that people have that you support.
Do you think it's possible government would be so evil as to carry something like that out?
I don't want to believe that. I've watched documentaries.
Which ones have you watched?
Well,
do you remember any offhand?
No, I just remember that the facts were really, really strong. And I just started to think then. It made me really think. And I think it would be really sad if the government was involved in that. Their own people. So
similar to Oklahoma City bombing in '93, similar things. Hitler burned the Reichstag. The point is, all throughout Nero burned Rome. So, in other words, governments always do this. Yeah, so it's not a novel concept.
No, that's true.
So the founding fathers warned us the biggest threat to your liberty is the government itself. So you're open to that libertarian ideology?
It just makes you think. You can't really trust people, but just pray and trust God.
That's good. Would you get a microchip in your arm if they told you it was for your safety?
I wouldn't want to do that.
The terrorists are out to get you. You have to get one. What do you think? Get one now.
I wouldn't want
Maybe you're a terrorist if you don't want one. What do you say about that?
How would that make you a terrorist? When you're supposed to be in safety.
I wouldn't do anything that you're forced to do. Because once you bring that upon people, it takes away their freedom.
What do you think about gun control?
That's a hard one too.
Is it?
I don't know. Yeah, because like you were saying earlier, you know, if you take it away, then all the walls break down, and how do we protect ourselves?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. There would always be people who would get guns, and when the guns get into the wrong hands, it's danger.
Thank you. Oh, one more thing.
Sure.
I was going to ask, have you ever heard the term New World Order?
Yes.
What do you think that means?
I believe that it's going to be a one world government. Isn't it kind of written on our dollar bills?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
Very
oppose?
interesting.
Have you heard Obama talk about the New World Order? He has. Have you heard it?
Yeah, I think a little.
Wow.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Kissinger, a couple of weeks ago, you know, Henry Kissinger, the insider, was on CNBC, and he said, they said, what do you think Obama's biggest job? And he said, Obama's task is to fulfill our New World Order. That's kind of creepy, isn't it?
That's a little bit scary.
No, it'll send chills up your spine, won't it? That old demon. That's sad, isn't it?
It is.
Makes you question things a little more, maybe? Or,
Definitely.
Sounds like you already do, though.
Yeah, it's just fulfillment of what God said.
What's your guys' names?
Sophia.
Sophia?
On toes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Morning, trying to get a ticket even though you didn't have one yesterday?
Oh, I was here yesterday.
Yesterday
trying
too?
to get a ticket, yeah.
Wow, you didn't get one?
No.
And what time?
I was in the line with 1,000 people.
1,000?
Yeah, more than 1,000.
I heard 5,000, man. Did you come this morning?
They pulled me out.
Really?
Yeah, no ticket. They check your ticket. I was trying to get lucky.
So you came this morning to try to get in too?
Yeah.
Did you vote for Obama?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're against the war in Iraq and Afghanistan? You're against the wars, or you support the wars?
Well, I don't get into their decision. That's only, even if I'm against the war or I'm not against the war, nothing that I say is gonna really matter, because they're gonna do what they're gonna do because they're politics.
That's right.
So I'm just a follower.
But you did support him in the election.
Yeah. Well, we have to hope for something. We need something.
But you didn't like Bush, right?
We need hope.
You didn't support George Bush?
Oh, Bush he did what he needed to do.
Have you ever heard the term New World Order? You ever heard that term?
No.
No? Have you ever studied about how a lot of insiders, Bush appointees and Reagan appointees, Paul Craig Roberts and Morgan Reynolds, etc., they're saying that the government blew up those buildings. You ever heard that theory?
I heard something like that.
What do you think about that? Is that possible?
Well, I mean, people say all kinds of things to make up stories. It could be. Who knows? He could be tied in. He could be. I'm not gonna say anything because I might get in trouble.
No comment.
No comment.
Okay, thank you, man.
Okay. It's almost over, huh?
Is that right? You did in Pomona? How was it, sir?
Good. We're doing good.
Yeah. How was the speech, sir?
That was great. Pretty
good. Hey, can I ask you a quick question? What do you guys think about all the insiders who say 9/11 was an inside job? You ever heard that theory?
I've heard that. I have seen some of the photos, like of the one hitting the Pentagon, that really doesn't quite look like a plane.
You think it's possible?
Yeah, anything's possible at this point.
You think we'll ever get to the bottom of it?
Probably not.
Thank you.
Repeated himself a lot.
Really?
Yeah, that's mainly because a lot of people were asking the same questions.
Yeah.
Oh, do they have a public forum where people could ask questions?
Yeah.
Were they pre-selected questions, or was it?
Nope.
Did you ask anything?
Nah, I think it wasn't too far back.
Wow. Now, one question. Have you guys ever heard all the government insiders who are saying 9/11 was an inside job orchestrated by the government? They blew up the buildings. Have you ever heard that theory?
Yeah.
I heard that there was known about it. I didn't hear there was an inside job.
So it knew about it ahead of time?
Yeah, I heard they knew about it ahead of time.
What do you think? Is that possible?
It's possible. I've heard rumors that they heard about World War II before it happened.
Right, exactly. Have you ever heard the term New World Order?
Heard it a couple times.
Yes, I have.
What do you think it means?
That's like the thing where they're making like cancers. Wait, I just saw a video on that, like a little video.
Yeah. The New World Order?
They're trying to like say that like we're trying to take over the whole world.
Right.
And we're
like a tyrannical police state, right?
Yeah, like that. Make sure that people like
one world government with microchips and everybody.
Microchips.
I could have sworn we were in America, not Russia.
Do you think that's possible in this country?
I don't know.
It's possible in any country.
Good for you.
It really all depends on the citizens.
Good for you. Saying you saw something about the FEMA camps online?
Yeah, I just watched a video yesterday about the.
Where'd you watch it? YouTube or?
I don't know. Somebody posted a bulletin about it.
Yeah, I watched that too. Alicia did.
What did it say?
It was saying there's a concentration camp in America, and they were showing like how like it's
they were like
abandoned.
the buildings that they're scouting for and stuff.
Getting ready to put us all in camps?
Yeah, but
who do you think would they put in the camps? Who do you think they would target for the camps?
They say like drug addicts or something?
Yeah, they said it was drug addicts.
Yeah, that's what they said on the video, but I have no clue.
Maybe people who question the government would be put in the camps, huh?
But like I also noticed that it was made in 2006. So that's
Would you go to a camp if they told you it was for your safety?
No.
No.
Good for you.
Hopefully I leave.
Leaving now?
That's the helicopter starting. That's the noise that you hear, the jet engine.
Maybe I should report.